How long did you live in Malaysia?
Central idea. Gender discrimination has been here for a long time, but if we take the time to understand it and take action for it, we will be able to solve it. There are many ways to solve gender discrimination, like protests, campaigns, and posters. What is discrimination? Discrimination is when someone treats a person unequally because they are different. Today I'll be talking about gender discrimination, mainly about girls. Gender discrimination is when someone discriminates against a person because of their gender. Gender discrimination mainly happens to girls. Forms of gender discrimination. There are many forms of gender discrimination. For example, girls do not get treated equally at work, girls are not treated equally in sports and education. Gender discrimination can connect to many other discriminations like religious discrimination, age discrimination, and gender identity. For example, a girl in this religion should do housework and not go to school. Gender discrimination has been passed down from generation to generation. For example, someone's dad said girls are less capable of doing jobs. Then the kid told that to his kids. And then they passed it on to their kids. Who gets discriminated? It is mainly girls who get discriminated against. Do you know that 42% of US girls say that they have been discriminated against while trying to get a job? People started to think that girls are less strong and capable of doing jobs boys can do. Therefore, people discriminate against them and say girls cannot do specific jobs that boys can do. Who discriminates? Many people discriminate against girls. For example, business people and employees can discriminate against girls because they might think that girls are not capable of doing this job. Boys can also discriminate against girls because they think girls are not strong enough or less capable of doing specific jobs. How do they discriminate? People discriminate against girls in a variety of ways, including having them work longer hours, paying them less than boys, even when they do the same job, and not allowing girls to do specific jobs or not allowing them to do any jobs at all and making them do household work. Where does gender discrimination happen? Gender discrimination happens everywhere. For example, gender discrimination can happen in an office and at home. When did gender discrimination begin? Gender discrimination began a long time ago, more than 8,000 years ago, and it is still happening today. People are now finding new ways to discriminate against specific genders over the years. Throughout history, gender discrimination is changing, but is still here. Gender discrimination has been passed down from generation to generation. For example, someone's dad said girls are less capable of doing jobs, and the kid told his kids. Why does gender discrimination exist? Gender discrimination exists because people always thought that girls were less capable of doing specific jobs, so they don't let them do specific jobs. They think that girls have to do housework and they're not capable of doing specific jobs that boys can do, and it's been passed down from generation to generation. Action. Girls have tried to stop gender discrimination starting from the 1800s. There are many ways to stop gender discrimination, like campaigns, posters, and protests. If you see gender discrimination happening, you can tell them to stop and say it's not okay to treat girls unequally or any gender unequally. Action. Girls have tried to stop gender discrimination starting from the 1800s. There are many ways to stop gender discrimination, like campaigns, posters, and protests. If you see gender discrimination happening, you can tell them to stop and say it's not okay to treat girls unequally or any gender unequally. Thank you for watching my presentation. I hope you can make a change through action and change gender discrimination. Thank you for watching my presentation. I hope you can make a change through action and change gender discrimination. Thank you for watching my presentation. I hope you can make a change through action and change gender discrimination.